Hey guys, Leap to Lead Day 2. Are you ready for it? Alright guys, we're going to work on your why today. We're going to go through all the steps of beginning a business because what you're going to find as you go along is you're going to begin your business over and over and over again. And a lot of the things that got you started are what will keep you going. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about your why. So people join Scentsy for 3 different things: fun, friendship, or funds, as in cash money. So, or all 3. Everyone has a different reason for joining, paying the $99 and getting a kit. But I want you guys to dig down and start thinking about why you do Scentsy. It doesn't have to be why you joined Scentsy. Some of you are still brand new, so why you joined Scentsy is still the reason why you're going to be doing Scentsy, but some of you have been around a couple of months, maybe even a couple of years, and your why has changed, which is good because it means you are growing and you're changing, and aren't we all, right? So I want you to think about your why. And it does, like I said, it doesn't have to be why you started, and it doesn't even have to be huge or earth-shattering. Don't make a bigger deal out of your why than you have to. All it has to do is drive you, whatever it is. I'm going to give you guys some examples of whys that I've heard for why people sell Scentsy, start Scentsy, keep going with Scentsy, and something that drives them to keep working every single day, every month, and things like that. Some people join Scentsy or keep doing Scentsy because they need Christmas money. That's why I joined Scentsy. If anybody has ever heard my story before, I joined Scentsy because I was working 60 crazy hours a week. My husband was working full-time. We were working opposite shifts with a baby, and I still couldn't buy Christmas presents. What kind of life is that? Where you're working in corporate America, using your degree, already gotten promotions, and you still can't afford Christmas. Not the kind of life I felt like living any longer. So I joined Scentsy because I just wanted to be able to put a little money aside every month for Christmas at the end of the year. I had no other mission for Scentsy. That's all I wanted out of it. Some people I know have joined to pay for a honeymoon because they're getting married. A lot of people just got engaged over Christmas. They might want to go on a fun honeymoon. Some of them want to go on an anniversary trip. Opportunities like that are all around. So some of you guys, that might be your why as well. Another why that is very popular is music lessons and sports for kids. Sports are so expensive. If you live somewhere where hockey is, you know. So a lot of people sell Scentsy just to pay for their kids' extracurricular activities so that they can be a yes mom and not a no mom. Other things, braces. Kids have braces and you need some more stuff for that. Those are expensive. And credit card debt, home renovations, furniture, whatever you want. Anyway, whatever your why is, you should be fueled by it. Your why should be what drives you, and you should be unable to be stopped because of your why. So make sure it's something that really does compel you. Don't borrow someone else's. Don't just think of something because you have to right now. I want you really to dig down and figure out what drives you. What gets you up in the morning? If it's your kids, maybe your why could have something to do with them. And if it's not something that they're doing now, something that they're going to be doing later. So what drives you? Figure out what drives you. Find a why. Connect it to letting Scentsy be your how for accomplishing that. Another thing I want to talk about is some of you didn't join for a reason, or at least you don't think you did. But just a reminder that some of the reasons people join Scentsy, like I said, are fun, friendship, and funds, money. Money answers a lot of questions. It allows us a little freedom that we didn't think we had before. Don't be afraid to want money. It's okay. You probably wouldn't do this if you weren't going to make a little at it, right? I mean, I love the products. I truly do. I would buy them if I wasn't a seller. I would do all kinds of things. But at the end of the day, pretty darn happy I get paid for what I put in. So it's okay to be motivated by money. And a lot of those whys I gave you were money wise. But some of you are motivated just because you wanted the fun. You wanted the fun of being part of something. But, and so you're struggling with what's my why? I just want to have fun, right? Like that doesn't seem like it drives me. And you might be right. That may not be enough to keep you going when the going gets a little bit hard, or when you get a lot of no's and you're having a down day. So you're going to want to dig down and figure out I like to have fun. I want to have fun with this. How could I better have fun? Like, how can I keep the fun coming, right? Fun is fueled by money a lot of times. I know that it's important to me to make enough money to take advantage of all of the fun things that Scentsy has to offer, like World Tour, Reunion, having extra spending money on incentive trips, and then as a director, I go to Leadership and Superstar Director Summit and things like that that do cost money. They are business write-offs, so that's exciting, but again, I have to earn the money to spend the money, right? So if fun for you means all the chances you can to hang out with your friends and take advantage of sneak peeks, early releases, and fun concerts and all the cool things that Scentsy plans for us, funds kind of have to be made to do that as well. Another thing is if you want to keep having fun with the people you've met so far. Friendship is huge in Scentsy, and a lot of you have met people already that you would love to go to coffee with, or you'd like to go shopping with, or go to the movies with. Again, those are okay things to have as your why. Those would motivate you as long as you can connect what you want out of it with something that drives you. If you joined for an outlet just to get out of the house because you're a stay-at-home mom with your kids all the time, again, perfectly decent why, but that may not be what drives you, because there's all kinds of different ways that you can get out of the house. You just chose Scentsy. What's going to keep you choosing Scentsy every day? Again, the friendships you've made, the ability to have some money, to have some fun. You could, go shopping with them, have wine nights, go to the movies, pay for a babysitter, for crying out loud. Money helps with all kinds of things like that. It's okay to want money out of Scentsy, and a lot of times money can be your why, but just make sure that that's something that drives you. An extra $200 to $500 a month can really increase the amount of freedom and fun that you have in your life. So don't be afraid of wanting more. It's okay. I know that the big slogan these days is you are enough. It's okay to be like, you know what, that's probably true, but I want more. I want to be more, do more, see more, and increase myself. I want to increase myself in self-growth, positivity, everything. It's okay to want more. But so if you have, and I also wanted to remind you guys too, your why has to be your driving force, because motivation comes from nowhere else but within you. When people say, well, I'm just not motivated right now, they forget that they have to be the one that does something about that. And a lot of times forward motion creates motivation. You can't just go, I'm going to be motivated now. You can fake it though, because that's how you're going to get motivated, but you can't ask anyone else to motivate you. You can't wait for them to do it either, because they're busy working on their whys. They've got all these other things to do, and if you wait around, you're just going to miss stuff. Motivation comes from within. It's intrinsic. It's inside you. You have to motivate yourself, and most people motivate themselves with their why. If somebody's not motivated, it's a very, very sure sign that they do not have a why for why they're working. So we need to work on that. It's going to keep you going, and it's going to feel so good when you achieve it. So let's pause for a minute, press pause on this video if you want to, think about your why. And then if you already have your why, we'll continue. But pause yourself right now, kind of do some thinking, and then press play when you're ready. So I want to talk a little bit about your Leap to Lead notebook that we made. So a few days ago, I had you guys, make your Leap to Lead notebooks. Because it's really important that you guys start writing stuff down. When you're watching these videos, take notes. When I give you challenges, write them down. A lot of times people will watch the video and then they realize they have to make time to rewatch the video because they forget everything that we did in it. So please write things down as you watch the videos. Use your notebook as your just jot it all down journal for this entire course. When you see a comment that someone makes, write it down that you really enjoyed, or write down your progress. Start writing down your PRV, the connections you're making. Just journal everything about what you're doing right now in your business, and then everything that we're doing right here. It's going to help you so much to be able to see where you came from, to watch your brainstorming kind of happen, to watch where you're headed, and then to look back on after you've kind of accomplished a few more things after this. So please start writing it all down. It doesn't matter if you have a small notebook, a big notebook, or like me, I have my digital notebook. I take notes on this. It doesn't matter. Just get a notebook. And then make sure that your why is really huge in that notebook to keep you going. This is a 5-week program. It's not a 4-year college degree. I'm not asking you to buy a ton of textbooks. It's a 5-week, fast-paced, inexpensive, obviously free-ish program if you're going to use something you already have at home. But it's not a joke that people make 6 figures in Scentsy. And I'm not saying that to be scammy or to deceive anyone. There are so many people that I'm friends with that make 6 figures wax and warmers. You are already on the path to go that direction. You already bought the starter kit, the exact same starter kit that they bought. Everyone starts out at the $49.99 and then they decide what they're going to do with it at that moment. Not at that moment, but along the way they decide what they're going to make of it. Some people decide they're going to go big, and you can, and some of you will. And I hope that all of you realize that you're all allowed to. Every one of you. Yes, you. You're allowed to make 6 figures with Scentsy if you want to. But it's going to take dedication. It's going to take buying a notebook. It's going to take completing a 5-week course here and there. It's going to take 20 minutes a day of little exercises to keep your brain growing and your business growing and things like that. It's going to take pushing yourself. It's going to take prioritizing. It's going to take some sacrifice. It's going to take some sweat. And it's going to take a little bit of an investment. It's going to take you putting some skin in the game. Buying a notebook when we need a notebook for a course. Buying a book because you want to grow in certain areas. Taking online courses in areas that you're really weak in and making weak things strong. It takes a little skin in the game. I just want to remind you, though, that you're already on the journey towards that. But what you do is up to you. What you do with what you know, what you do with the resources you're given, what you do with the trainings that are provided, it's all up to you. So I want to know if you're willing to do that. Are you going to prioritize this course? Are you going to buy a notebook? Are you going to take all of this seriously? You're so worth it. Everything that you want can be yours. Anything you want in life. You can write your own story. You have that option. But it takes hard work. It takes putting some skin in the game, like I said, and deciding one day that you're going to do what it takes to get there. So I hope you guys have fun. This is day 2, so just get your notebooks ready, and like I said, in the comments, show us your notebook. That's going to be your task for this. And again, 24 to 48 hours for every task is what you have. And I would love to hear your whys if you're willing to share those below as well. So I look forward to seeing you guys again tomorrow. Bye!